favorite thing about Turkey is turkey. That's why I have to tell people, you have to come see me. I mean, thank God we have this hotel that I can put people up in all the time so that they can get what I mean. When we moved here, we didn't have a plan. We moved here because it was truly the most authentic place I've ever been in my entire life. Nobody's trying to be anybody here because you don't have time. You don't have time to fake it. There's no money in this town. There's no jobs in this town. So if you're going to survive, it's going to be because you worked hard and you were good to your neighbor. And anywhere else I've lived, everybody's trying to keep up with somebody. And that's not going on here. Everybody's trying to elevate each other here. I was born in Oklahoma, but I grew up in a small town, a couple different small towns here in the Texas Panhandle. And then for a long time, I worked in nonprofit fundraising and lived in Amarillo. I worked for Texas Tech, loved that world. But I am incapable of only doing one thing. So I do several things. The hotel consumes a ton of time. We are a small staff, and so we all wear a lot of different hats. I help run the Bob Wills Foundation, which in and of itself is its own beast. I do some consulting work. I do social media for several different companies. I take photographs. My mom had a camera that she let me borrow for a year or two that I would just snap pictures. I started taking pictures of abandoned spaces like a lot of people do. My educational background is I have a master's in history, and so that portion of it always interests me. And then same thing with people. When you take a photograph of a person, you're just capturing who that person is at that moment. I work a lot with Texas country artists, and that's because here at the hotel, they're a captive audience. If they've played music in Texas, I've probably taken their picture. You're going to have some very big names at the hotel. People that you know, people that you've loved, people that you've been listening to since college, people that are on the uptick, that are gonna be too famous to come play at our hotel soon. Whether you know the name on the marquee or not, you're in for some incredible music. Most people know Turkey, Texas from Bob Wills, and for the last 50 years, the community has put on Bob Wills Days. On Bob Wills Days, this community surges to between 8,000 and 9,000 people. We have 400 people in this town on any given day, and the last Saturday in April, there are RVs and people just everywhere. And it's a great economic boost for the community. We have people coming through all the time that want to go to the Bob Wills Museum. It's neat to be a part of something that is so grounded in the past and so alive in the present. Traveled the world, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be than Turkey, Texas.